Good morning and good afternoon. We are doing 2.6. This is your assignment from Friday. Those of you who have me first period, you guys you had a work day, so make sure you write these notes down, okay? All right, 2.6, here is your warm-up. If you were absent Friday, please add this to your warm-up from last week and then turn them in. All right, 2.6. What is the center and A and B of the ellipse in the equation below? So what is my center? Your center is opposite, 3 and 1. A is equal to 4 and B is equal to 6. You just take a square root of that, okay? Center of this one is negative 1 and 0. A is 5, square root of that, and B is 6. And there you have your warm-up. Okay, let's look at our goals for today. Today's goal, students will be able to identify the characteristics of an ellipse given a graph and an equation, okay? So as you can see, all the things that has the shape of an ellipse, it's used more than even a circle. All right. Okay, so here's parts of ellipse. Please write down these notes, okay, as I explain them to you. As you all know, this is your center, okay, where the axes are. Go on to the next part, major axis, that is your longest length. Shortest axis is called the minor, as you can see, not necessarily X or Y. Vertices are the endpoints of your longest. Co-vertices are the endpoints of your shortest axis. And the foci. Now, you guys have that formula. I'm going to rewrite that formula as a squared minus b squared, okay? And A being your longest axis. And I'll explain that a little bit more when we get to the examples. So you might want to pause the video and make sure you write down these notes, okay? All right, so let's take a look at the first example. So before we start, let's find our center. Your center is 1 and 4. So 1 and 4, okay? Your A is 6 and your B is 2. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and graph. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to go up 2. 1, 2, down 2. And I'm going to attempt to make an ellipse. As you can see, mine's not that great, but it looks decent, okay? All right, the major axis, if you will notice, is the length that is the longest. So which way is the longest? Well, from here to here. And what is the length from here to here? 6 plus 6. So your longest length for this one is 12. And how did you get 12? You got 6 plus 6. You don't have to show me that. I'm just letting you know where it comes from. Okay? The shortest is your minor, so it goes from here to here. So that is 2 and 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. All right? I will not be writing these on the other part. I'm just showing you where I'm getting them from. Your vertices are your coordinates. It is your point. So if you look at your vertices, here's this point. What is that coordinate right there? Well, let's see. What is that point? So if this is origin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So negative 5, negative 4. And your vertices is on the longest axis. And here's your other vertices. What is that point? How do I get to that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, negative 4. Okay. And there you have it. So you're just basically counting where it is. All right, your co-vertices is your shortest axis. What is that point? That is 1 and negative 2. And what is this one? 1 and negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. Okay, just like that. All right, now your foci. I'm going to use this formula, C equal, and you're going to take a square root. So you're going to take a squared and b squared, but those are already square. So look at your numbers. 36 is bigger than 4, so I'm going to write 36 minus 4, okay? And you're just going to type in your calculator to the nearest 10. square root 36 minus 4. And that comes out to be 5.65, so I'm going to round it to 5.7. Or you can do 5.7. I don't care. Pick a number. But if you say 5.5, I'm going to count it wrong because you did not type it in correctly. Okay? So you can say 5.7 or 5.6. Correct one is really 5.7, but do not do 5.5. And definitely do not round it to 6. All right. So foci is like where you guys, remember John Quincy Adams, how he had a table set so he could hear the other? That's what that means. And it is always going to be on your longest axis. So your C here is plus or minus 5. Okay? So from your center, count 5.6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.6. So it's right here somewhere, and I'm going to write my F. From the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.6, and I'm going to write my F. It's somewhere right there. What are those two coordinates? Well, how is this point? Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, comma, negative 4.6, and I went down 1, 2, 3, negative 4. Okay? Just like, what is this point right here? Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.6. And I went down negative 4. Okay. All right, so you guys got all that. You see it? Now, next part, okay? If this was hard for you to find, I want you guys to think about, where do we always get everything? We get everything from the center. What is your center? 1 and 4. Now take a look. Your foci is going left and right. That is your x value. Which one is your x? Your x is a 1. So you can actually say your foci is 1 plus or minus 5.6, comma 4. See how the 4 doesn't change because you went left and right? So take a look. What is 1 plus 5.6? 1 plus 5.6 is 6.6, and negative 4. Sorry, negative 4. And what is the other one? 1 minus 5.6. And what is 1 minus 5.6? Negative 4.6 and negative 4. You notice how the negative 4 did not change because we didn't go left and right. But if it was the other way, we would change the y and leave the x alone, if this was the major. Okay? Moving on. All right. Next part, okay, same thing. You guys try this first. As you're trying it, I will do it. 0, 2, 0, 2. A is 7, B is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my attempt to make an ellipse is horrible. There you go. All right. Ignore the little part, okay? I'm just not that talented. All right, here we go. So, your center is what? 0, 2. Major, long way. 7 plus 7 is 14. Minor, 5 plus 5 is 10. Your vertices, what is that point right there? Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 7, and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2. Okay? Count it from the center. All right, your co-vertices. So you're at 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is this one? Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So 0, negative 3. Looks kind of like yesterday's assignment, right? Okay, here's another way you can do the vertices as well. Remember, everything starts from 0. And, I'm sorry, everything starts from your center. See how it's going x? So guess what you do? Plus or minus 7. 0 plus 7 is 7. Sorry. 0 minus 7 is 7. 2. Did you guys see how that just worked? Okay. Now, what if it was your this was your vertices? What if this was your co-vertices? Well, your center is 0, 2. Co-vertices y. And what is your y? So you're going to plus or minus 5 with a 0. See that? 2 plus 5 is 7. Sorry, 2 plus 5 is 7. That's how the y changes. And 2 minus 5, and there's your negative 3. You can do it that way also. Let's take a look at your foci. C equals square root 49 minus 25. So what is C equal to? Square root 49 minus 25 comes out to be 4.9. That is not 5, okay? 4.9. So, all right. Let's take a look. 0, 2. Your foci is on the major, so it's going to be lengthwise. So that's going to be your x. So I'm going to go ahead and put plus or minus 4.9, comma 2. See that right there? So what is 0 plus 4.9? 4.9, comma 2. 0 minus 4.9, negative 4.9, comma 2. From your center, 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5. So you see how that point is 4.9, negative 4.92, and the other one is 4.92. And there you have it. Okay. Last example. All right, your center, 0, negative 3. Square root of 20, 4.5. Or you can do 4.4, your choice. Square root of 10, 3.2. Okay, there you go. All right. So, let's go ahead and graph this. 0, negative 3, 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and there's my graph. All right, let's find our vertices. And you can do it either way you want to. All right, let's go ahead and find your major axis first. Sorry, 4.5 plus 4.5 is 9. 3.2 plus 3.2 is 6.4. Okay. Next part, your vertices. Longest is your x. So I got 0, negative 3. Plus or minus 4.5. Okay. So 0 plus 4.5 is 4.5, comma, negative 3. 0 minus 4.5 is negative 4.5 minus 3, negative 3. Okay, there you go. So then it'll look like 4.5 and negative 3. Cool. All right. Co-vertices. Okay. Center is 0, negative 3. And B is 3.2. So plus or minus 3.2. There's your 0. There's negative 3, just to help you guys out. All right. What is, so I write 0, that doesn't change because your x is the same. Negative 3 plus 3.2 is 0.2. Negative 3 minus 3.2 is 0, negative 6.2. Okay? Or you can just kind of eyeball it. Not quite 1, went up 2, and this is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6.2. Okay, now we're going to go and find the foci. C equals square root of 20 minus 10, okay, which comes out to be square root of 10, which is 3.2. And your center is 0, negative 3. Well, x is your bigger one, so we're going to keep negative 3, so plus or minus 3.2. 0 plus 3.2 is 3.2, negative 3. 0 minus 3.2 is negative 3.2, comma, negative 3. Okay? And let's label our foci. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go. There you have it. You can do it this way, or you can just do it from the graph thing. But you're going to be as close as you can, okay? All right. And there's your assignment for 2-6. We might not do day 2. It all depends on how you guys do. Thank you.